Alright guys, what's up? New video, and we're back in the garage. Last video you guys saw us at OSW for King of OSW and OSW Black Friday. It was a great time, a bunch of fun, but unfortunately towards the end we had a engine issue. Again. And it really sucks. The car did get really hot. I don't usually do like more than 2 laps before it gets, a little bit too warm. I kind of built the car for that in a way. But with that being said, the King of OSW, I did like 4 straight in a row and it got pretty hot, but it never ever usually gets that hot. And I think what happened was during the one more time, the first lap of the one more time, the car basically shut off and got really hot and became a steam engine. And I started it later on and it sounded kind of dead. Didn't sound like a head gasket issue or something like that. It sounded like something internally was definitely wrong. Was not knocking, wasn't making any bad noises, but did not sound correct whatsoever. So I brought it home and did a compression test. Didn't film it because I was already too annoyed and worried. And so cylinder 1 through 4 have good compression, but 5 and 6 are completely toast. Cylinder 5 had 45 psi compression, and cylinder 6 had 35 psi compression, which means it's donezo. And I looked at the spark plug of cylinder 6, and it is definitely hurt, and it's definitely melted, and doesn't look good. So now we got to pull off this engine again and reassess and do a whole new plan. It sucks because this engine was such a clean 1J, and it ran very good. But I have a few ideas of why this happened. And one might be I didn't have a coolant line going to the back of the head to cool the back of the engine down, and basically the whole engine can get heat soaked, and it basically gets so hot to the piston will melt itself, not being cooled down. That could be one issue. And then another issue could be fueling. Maybe the injectors are having issues, or one's bad or 2 are bad, but I don't know exactly. The last time I checked these injectors, they were clean and they were all perfect and all ran great. I would not have put these back in the car if they weren't good. But I have some mixed ideas that I'm thinking would have caused this, and those are my 2 guesses right now. Now we gotta pull this whole engine out again. I know I do a lot of time lapses with these videos, but it's just the easiest thing for me to get stuff done and have some content for you guys. But I'll try and make it as entertaining as possible. And once I have the engine out, we'll diagnose some stuff and figure it all out. After we get the engine out, we're gonna go to Alberto's shop and do a full teardown there with him and come up with a game plan and see where it goes. So I have a few ideas of what I want to do depending on what happens, and then we'll go from there. But for now, enjoy this time lapse of pulling the engine out again. I'll try and make it as entertaining as possible for you guys. I know I've done this freaking 2-3 times now in the past year. I want to do more stuff with the channel and more and different kind of content and different things and stuff, but this all takes all of my time and all of my effort, and as well as money. So hopefully I can get this thing figured out quick in the best possible way. I want to get this thing back on the road with the easiest options possible. I don't want to deal with machine shop stuff again, but may have to. We'll see. But enjoy. engine is out of the car. Did it all by myself, absolutely no help, Not the first time, but I had a little bit of issues with the engine mounts. So I had to take it off like while I was in the car, and it worked, came right out. But I forgot. I was going to only pull the engine out itself, not the transmission, leave it in there. But I was like, I don't feel like taking all that stuff apart and all the cramming inside the trans tunnel. I don't want to do that right now. So pull the whole thing out anyway. Whatever. It's much easier, honestly. But I forgot that this is really tall, and they kept catching behind the firewall where we cut, and there's a line from the old trans tunnel height where we cut it out on the firewall, and it kept clipping that over and over and over again. So I had to take the trans mount off, wiggle it out of there, and I finally freaking got it. So success. But now the tedious part is taking off all the accessories and all the important stuff, organizing it all, make sure nothing gets lost, and all that kind of good stuff. But I do a lot of time lapses and trying to like film more of just film stuff, but like it's pretty tough when you're doing it by yourself. But I'll do my best to get some more you know, content out of this that's more interesting. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Trans is off, engine's pretty much torn down as an accessories, and then I'll leave the rest of the stuff on for tomorrow at Alberto's shop, and then clutch comes off tomorrow morning too once I bring it over there. Just kind of tired right now, kind of out of it and done from all that work. But for the most part, it's torn down. Then tomorrow we'll get into the, you know, interesting stuff, pulling the head off and seeing the damage on 5 and 6. I'm pretty sure 5 and 6 are completely toast. It was 45 PSI compression in 5 and 35 PSI compression on cylinder 6. So that sucks, but I think I've changed my mind on what I want to do with the next setup. I have my built block right here that was previously built with the built motor, a completely stock short block right there. So I have some options. This block's still probably fine. I'm thinking about doing a budget build to get the engine back in the car quicker so I can drive, and then actually progress and get that built block built with a different head and some more big boy stuff in the head later on, and put this back in the car and run this. So it's kind of the plan, because, you know, I was in the middle of building that, and then I got into the dog box stuff, and that took all of my funds and ran with it. But I'm so glad I did this. The GSR ran amazing. Clutch looks great on the back from the first event. There's some heat spots, but that's normal for a clutch. But everything else looks good. No leaks. Ran amazing. Simple, simple, simple. Best thing I've ever done to the car was this GSR, for sure. It was amazing. The way you shift is just a whole other level. It's exactly what I wanted. It's the reason why I did this dog box swap. But anyway, back to engine stuff. Like I said, that kind of took over the whole entire engine stuff, because I thought this was fine, which it was. I've done it so many times now, engines in pieces, cars in pieces, for the probably 4th time this year. But next time, we're getting it dialed. And after this clip, we're going to Alberto's shop to inspect it with him and come up with a game plan to get this thing back as fast and as cheap as possible. All right, made it to Alberto's shop. Engine's coming out now. Time to take it apart. And yeah, I cut myself pretty bad. It's my makeshift Band-Aid of electrical tape. But yeah, time to get it apart, see what's going on. You also notice on cylinder 5, wait, on cylinder 5, it's like real dark and probably donezo. So, yep.
The more black hole.
Yep. All right, engine's in here. Time for teardown. So Like I said, you're gonna notice cylinder 5 looks completely burnt and totally donezo compared to the others. Tear down and then come up with the game plan. Either if I want to do a stock short block rebuild or continue on to the built short block plan. Don't know yet. We're gonna see what we have here and then get Alberto's opinion too. I really do want to put a built short block in, but at the same time, stock refresh short block would be very nice as well to put in there, test how everything goes, and go on from there. But like I said, my mistake, I reran the return water line back to the water pump right here. And on my first engine, I ran it back to the back of the engine. And on my built engine, I lost cylinder 6, melted a piston there. I did not think about that causing this issue, but that could be potentially the issue that we are having. If I do a stock short block and fix the issue and nothing happens, then I'll feel pretty comfortable to put, another built engine in the car instead of putting a built engine in there and God forbid having the same issue. But we'll figure it out. It's a lot of stuff and crap that I've done a million times. But now we have Alberto here and more space and more tools in my garage and also more knowledge. So let's get to it.
Shulman, ready?
It's over here. I don't even want
See
to.
the carnage. Oh, look, it's dusty.
It doesn't look too bad.
But like all the piston was disintegrating itself.
Yeah.
And now.
But the head looks okay, I think. No?
Not really.
No? Okay. Well.
Hold on, let me see where the gasket went. You can tell that cylinder was burning way leaner. You see all the carbon in all the cylinders?
Yeah.
And on the last one, it's a lot leaner.
How did this
you
get
don't
over
see
here?
as much carbon in it. What?
Oh, no, it was already there from there.
It's
that
aluminum.
that was over there. That's why.
Wow, look at the aluminum from the piston. You can't even grab it in pieces. That's
Oh,
how
my
much it was
Jesus.
detonating. That's knocking, Shulman.
Yeah, I see that.
You know how hot that must have gotten?
Hot.
Very hot.
All right, Alberto. What do you think?
Well, I think you blew your engine, mate.
Yeah, I knew that. Obviously.
Yeah. You need a couple more cc's of fuel in there in that last one. Yeah, but it was burning very lean. Look at the inconsistency.
Yeah,
Rich, Canon, whatever, lean, rich again, and then lean.
Yeah, that's weird. So
Look at the coloring.
is that injectors, you think?
I don't know.
Has to be.
Maybe. Yeah, but it's very inconsistent. Look, and it's not like only one. It's like
It's different.
it's like a rainbow.
God, dude, that's bad. That's not. Oh yeah,
I'm surprised
that's.
that we've seen the oil number 5 and not on 6.
Where's the head gasket? Oh, yeah.
Well, the head gasket don't look.
Yeah,
blown.
I didn't lift the head.
Nope.
Not those head studs. Not the L19 head studs. No way.
You'll be surprised. Sometimes it does it, but it didn't. It doesn't seem to have
This one too. Look at this.
mess up the
Look at
seal
this.
there. Yeah. I mean, kind of like all of them have something, but those two are definitely the worst.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh my god.
Look at this. Oh, that's not that bad.
Look, all the edges of the piston are rounded out.
Yeah, that's insane. That is
You are
insane.
disintegrating your piston.
Yep.
A little bit more, and it wouldn't have run.
All right, so we did find some not metal shavings, just metal like kind of debris, aluminum debris in the oil pan. Now it's time to pull the upper oil pan off and check out everything else, take it apart, inspect everything. I'm praying all this is still kind of okay and not destroyed. I don't think it'll be destroyed from the bacteria that I saw, but hopefully it's good. I think it'll be okay in my opinion, but.
Oh my gosh, Shulman, how much silicone you use in this?
Honestly, not that much, I don't think.
That is a lot.
I just didn't want anything to leak.
That sound.
That's good. All right, so basically, every piston's. Jesus Christ! Every single piston is completely screwed. 1, 2, not 3. No, this is 4. This is 5. This is, I forget, but they're all completely toasted. Not all at the same level, but they're all completely donezo. That sucks. So rods, good. Crank, good. Block, fixable. So, still don't know yet, but once we get everything out, we got a game plan started. But the crank is good. Really, really, really good. All bearings look great, which is a very good plus. So pistons are toast. Rod bearings are good. The mains don't know yet, but I'm guessing they're okay. Like I guess the main cap's coming off, and the main bearings look very, very good, which is a very good sign, at least out of all this craziness. But so far so good.
Well, even the thrust
look really good too, yeah. Okay, good sign so far. Well, the crank, shut up. The crank itself is looking good, so, okay, again, good. But these are very hard to find and very expensive. I have a few of them, but, don't want to use them. But, like I said, looking good so far. And then,
one more,
we'll see. Good.
Well, that one's funny. That one has a little bit of...
A little bit, but, compared to previous shit, that's not that bad at all.
The crankshaft itself. I don't know, Shulman. It looks pretty broken to me. I mean, if anything, could just get micro polished.
Yeah. All right, so crank looks pretty good for the most part, but we do feel a little bit of stuff on the crank itself. Nothing too major, very, very minimal. So at the least, a micro polish would have to be done on this thing. But that's best case scenario. There's no crazy grooves. You probably won't need to have oversized bearings or anything like that. Standard should just do fine. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, should be fine. So crank's coming out. It's the last part of this motor. And then game plan time after that.
It's called the thrust washers are probably gonna fall. So
oh, yeah.
Expect it. Oh,
they stayed.
Man, they look really good.
Really good. Holy moly. That's good. I should use those.
Probably from me clutch kicking, but that's about it.
Yeah. I was clutch kicking the shit out of this thing at the dog box the other day, so I'm definitely expecting that. Doesn't look bad. I mean, the cylinder wall is definitely hurt from that 5 and 6 and the other ones, but I don't know. I got on the engine block literally right there to use, but this one's a lot cleaner than that one, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right, so last thing we got is oil squirters and NOx sensors, and that's it.
Yep.
Everything else is gone. I mean, we can take this plug, you can put it on the other engine.
Yep. Game plan is we're doing a full built engine. It's the best option. It's what we're going to do, as well as getting, the injectors checked out, everything else checked out, overlooking everything, re-engineering some things, making new water lines for certain areas that need to be cooled down. So the plan is built engine. I have my crank at home, already brand new, polished, cleaned, and balanced. I have my Run BC 625 Plus rods right here. These are from the first built engine. These rods are all good except for one, and that would be that one, obviously. But I have one brand new rod right here, so that is ready to go. So all I need basically is bearings, new pistons, thrust washers, and then all the head gaskets and gasket stuff and all that kind of stuff. But my head is old and it's pretty trashed from over the years of using it. The cams are kind of scored, and as well as the head, which means I have to get a new head and get new cams, and that's expensive as well. Another one, yeah. But we're going to same setup. BC 264 cams with a new head. I have a buddy that has one for cheap that I'm going to grab. Yeah, put it together. We're not using this block. This block is pretty toast. Thank God I have a spare block sitting in the truck. It's going to go to the machine shop. And then we're doing all of my whole entire nightmare that I already had again. So it's one huge, huge nightmare that I've already lived now twice. But it just really sucks. I don't want to work on cars or build engines. I just want to drive. I do like working on them, and you know, building stuff's cool, but like at the same time, I just want to drive. And I've barely driven in the past year, and just did the whole entire dog box swap, which cost a ton of money and time and effort, and to do one event with it and then the engine go, it just sucks. But luckily I have that, but this would have been a lot easier if I didn't do that and save that money for an engine, but wasn't expecting the engine to go. It's a whole thing, it sucks. But the plan is to build another 1J fully built, well, not fully built, just about fully built, and then get that shit done and out of here and driving. And but that'll do it for this video. Thank you to Alberto for helping take it apart. And then up next, we're gonna be building this thing with some MBC parts and all the good stuff. And yeah, continuing on. But you know, JZs are great, right? I'm just gonna take this engine right here. It's fully built and just, you know, put it in the car. Sorry, customer.
I thought I told you the whole time. We should have just gone 2J.
Listen, I already have half of the parts. I want to do. I want to do. Well, I really want to do a 2J, but I have all the parts here, and it would probably cost me almost double in parts right now to do a 2J. I just can't justify that right now at all. So I'm working with what I got. Got the rods, had the crank, have a block. I just need some small parts, but the head and cams, that sucks. But that's next. But all right, guys, goodbye. I really hate you. You suck. All right, back at home. It's always sad to see engine bay completely empty with no cool engines in it, you know. But on the bright side, when it's out, you can do a lot of cleaning, clean all the oil off everything, and get everything nice and clean again. Get the paint looking better, all that kind of good stuff. Sad thing is, all your parts are in pieces and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of depressing, but I'm used to it by now. So I did just say I am going to do a fully built 1JZ, and it's the best option, yada, yada, yada. I was thinking the other day, I got really into this idea that I have that I really want to do. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try it, and I think I'm going to ditch the 1J and try something different and try something new, which I'm very excited to do. And yeah, that'll be in the next video, but this video is over. We pulled the motor, took it apart. Thanks to Alberto for helping me out with that, big help with that. And we found a bunch of crazy stuff and annoying stuff and just stuff that really sucks, but I'm moving on and going to the next step in this car and my drifting career and stuff like that. So it's gonna be awesome. It's coming soon, and I'll see you guys soon. See you later.